Tony invented a skit called The Nightmare. And it was about a young kid who had a dream. And in the dream, he woke up and he was trapped inside a room with no doors, no escape. A lot of fear, a lot of innocence. And the walls began to close in. That's the illusion of the wall. It's not just, okay, I'm a mime. So it's a great illusion. And Tony told me a joke that I'd like to tell, maybe later. But first, just a few things on mime. Now, a little bit about myself. I grew up in the Valley. I was raised in Frankfort, New York, Little Falls, New York. And I grew up in the Valley, met Tony Montanaro in 1971. I was a Joe Jock on the football team, and there was this guy that came to our school, and he came in tights. And we went into the auditorium, and there was this guy standing on stage with tights on and a little white face on. And he was doing things like this. Works once a night. And I said, now that's cool. Yeah. I said, that's cool. And then he started doing things like this. He was doing this stuff. I'm saying, wow, what is that? And then he did this something called, it was called the glide. Now, everybody knows that as what? The moonwalk? Oh, drives me crazy. Yeah. Tramontane Cafe invented the glide in the 40s. Marcel Marceau studied with Tramontane Cafe and learned the glide. Michael Jackson met Marceau. Moonwalk! Oh, great. Yeah. Forgive me if I'm losing my breath. Has anybody ever heard of scleroderma? Anybody ever heard of that disease? It's a nasty thing. It's a nasty thing. Have you seen people where their fingers curl up like this? Me being a mime. How ironic. It's called scleroderma. And what it does is it tightens the skin up. And it's localized that way, if it's just on the skin. If it gets in the muscles and tendons, in organs, it's called diffuse scleroderma. So I say the diffuse is burning on me. It's not contagious, it's not infectious, it's not cancerous, but it's fatal. So if I'm breathing heavy or you see me sweating, it's because of that, so just kind of ignore that shit, okay? All right, let's see. I loved it when Marceau did this. Yeah.
He did that?
I have to pick those up, excuse me. I'm really sorry about that. Anyway, he did a thing called the tug of war, Marceau.
Yeah.
And then we studied characters. One of my favorite characters was a puppet, a marionette puppet. How do I project suspension? How do I project elasticity, floating? This is what I came up with. First I needed a face, so
Yeah.
then I studied simians. How many of you know what simians are? All right, how many of you don't? Okay, simians are monkeys.
Oh, okay.
Monkeys. So what I'll do, I'll transform myself into a monkey right before your eyes.
Yeah.
But remember, it's only John. But if I do this correctly, I'm so confident, that a monkey will appear.